Fiber Finance. At Viber Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Viber Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Viber Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Viber Live. You know, we had to bust out the PTGC today. Shout out to all you aliens out there. We got some pumpage, and luckily it's like 60 degrees up here tonight. So I don't know how many more times gonna be able to bust out the hoodies in the middle of summer. So gotta get to the firmament sooner than later. Let's go. What up, Willie B, Fox Mulder, Wall Street Oracle? Hell yeah, Corium. You better believe it. You know, we got into Ondo. Shib pumping. I don't know. Is that the start of something? Probably not. It's just meme coins right now. Let's check the top 100, but I mean, not really much going on here. Axelar making moves. Karate Combat. It's actually up significantly more than that. I was just on the app and it was up 42%. So shout out to all you karate holders out there. Willie B, there you go. Got my votes in. Up only gaming all the way to the bank. Exactly, bro. You can't lose. That's what I'm saying. You can't lose. Like, it's at consensus in 2 days, guys. And there's either 75 or 150 million karate up for grabs. And this is the most ever out of any prize pool. KC46. I don't know where if they pit submission. Oh yeah, and they have the influencers. Let's go. Yeah, there's something like 75 or 150 million that are up for grabs. You can't lose. All you got to do is just download the app. Actually, it's too late now, but you guys know what to do. You make your bets and you can't lose. That's what I do here. I give you the alpha before this stuff blows up. Yo, Goo God, bro, I'm worried about you, bro. You're in Iggy space and you were in Caitlyn Jenner space earlier. Come on, bro. I'm worried about you. Do I have a strategy for the match picks? Yeah, bro. I got a guy that I bookmarked on YouTube, and he does picks before all the fights. And the last two that he did, I didn't. The last one was just some random one, but the one before that, I won like 8 out of the 12 fights or something like that. I won like over 60,000 karate. And if you're in the top 1,000 on the leaderboard here, if you just download the app on your phone, you can check the leaderboard. And I'm in the top 1,000, so I got an NFT. So in my app here, when you go to like your portfolio, there's a little NFT tab. And yeah, I got mine. So it's pretty sick. Or 110 billion. Yeah. So I think there's 150 million up for this fight. But regardless, it's fun to watch and it's just free money, guys. You know, I've won almost a couple 100,000. Or no, I think almost 300,000 actually. Whatever. I'm like 250 or 300 on the leaderboard. So in the whole entire world, I'm going to have that flex forever that we were here early. We got the NFTs because we were some of the biggest winners in the entire world. I'll take the top 300. That's not bad out of like 60 something thousand that bet in the last event alone. So let's go. And guys, Corium is starting to move too. This is great. Like Corium and Sologenics, I've been telling you for the last 2 years, 3 years, these things are gems. And like people talk about the second cycle curse and third cycle curse for XRP. Yeah, I agree. The second and third cycle curse exist if you're not partnering with hundreds of banks and every central bank. You know, if you're Stellar and you have been building, and now finally DeFi's here and everything is coming to fruition now. It's not just these pipe dreams anymore. So things are actually happening now. So the second cycle curse was because they were building and everyone was under NDAs. I'm not going to pay influencers to shill a coin that's just not ready. They'd rather build, follow the Jeff Bezos motto, and let your stock go from $100 down to $5 and build, and then run it up to 2,000 or whatever. Velodrome. So I keep swapping my Zen on Optimism. So I have 140 Zen NFTs. You know, we made them all bear market long, and every 4 days I have one that comes due, and starting in June, every 3 days. So I get like $12 ish, $8 to $12 in ETH every single one. And I've just been swapping it into Velodrome and this other coin called Perp. There it is, Perpetual Protocol. Put it on the favorites list. Let's go. And it's nice, guys. Like that's, you know, we made all those NFTs for $40 almost a year or so ago, whenever it was, last summer. And I've already got back like almost 120 on Optimism alone. And I just swap into these other coins. So my Velodrome bag is now starting to move. So everything I got in the last month, since it's actually been a couple months now since they started maturing in like February-ish. So I guess I was buying the top, but it doesn't matter. I'm loading up on another coin for free. It's all passive income. That's what I give you guys here. Corium. Where did that come from? An airdrop from holding Sologenics. Where did Sologenics come from? An airdrop from holding XRP. So just from XRP alone, we got Flare, we got Songbird, we got Solo, we got Corium, we got Pulsera. So that's 5 coins right there. And the Corium staking, I'm getting like 180 XRP, or no, 180 Corium a month or something like that, if not more. I don't even remember what it is, but it was insane how much. I couldn't believe it because Lindsay has it all delegated. We combined it all to get the big Pulsera airdrop, and it's nuts. So these are about to start running, guys, and all these bags are free. We didn't buy them. They were all passive income. So if you just wait and you're patient and you got your snapshots, and even today in Bifrost wallet, in the Flare wallet, I got Flare Inu. I got 2 airdrops of it. I don't know where it came from. I got Poodle Coin, Flare Inu, Canary, and there's another coin. I know what it is. Athena from ELS in there. So there's another free airdrop. So there's like 7 or 8 coins right there just from holding XRP. But it takes time, guys. It takes a couple years. You know, Gnosis, safe. We just got this airdrop a couple months ago. Well, has it been a month? Let's see when. 4/23. So yeah, it's just been over a month now. It dipped and now it's back up to right when it launched. And this thing is going to do really well, guys. And we got a couple thousand coins coming from just being hex stakers. There's another free airdrop. There's so much passive income when you can find the utility in these coins that are actually building and are there for the community, not just rug pulls and just all the nonsense. Axelar. Guys, I didn't realize how big they are. With what they're doing for XRP, it's game changing. The Axelar and XRP eliminate bridges. So you can have, say I have, I don't know, something pumps over here. Propy, it starts running like crazy and it goes to $100 a coin. And I want to swap it for Stronghold. Well, I'll be able, if there's a pair on the XRP ledger, I'll be able to one smart contract call, and it will automatically find the best route with the cheapest liquidity, or the highest liquidity and the cheapest fees automatically. And it burns the coins in my wallet does the swap, and then sends them back to my wallet. Axelar has eliminated bridges, guys. Can't tell you how big that is. And it's all coming. That is going to be the key that brings the institutions in. They are building out the hub of DeFi on the XRP ledger for one reason: to entice and get the institutions to come on chain, tokenize their assets, and have the biggest liquidity pools that anybody across all of crypto can source into. Game changing, guys. So another airdrop. Speaking of passive income, it's all we do. Liquid Hex just launched on Pulse Chain. So anybody that has stakes on ETH, if you were one of us back in 2019 in the Adoption Amplifier or Big Payday or anybody last cycle that we did our 5555s, we downloaded Staker app, which got us the Gnosis airdrop and this right here. You know, I haven't done it yet. I'm going to let other people use the GitHub, make sure it works, but whatever. The coin's here. It's legit. And there's more free money. Should be holding Liquid Zen from all mints. No, bro, you're definitely not crazy, because there's just, once the base pairs start to move, once ETH goes up, Avalanche, Pulse, Optimism, once they start to move, it just drags the price of Zen up. So I think regardless if you swap now or you swap later, I think the ratios are going to pretty much be the same. I think they're going to move relatively close to each other, but I could be wrong. But since I have like 100 of them on Matic, 140 on Optimism, and over 100 on Pulse Chain, I have so many coming out that I don't mind swapping them right now. While, you know, obviously they're at the bottom, but the coins that I'm buying are also at the bottom. And it just, you know, it just happens to be the ones on Optimism are actually worth $8 to $10 a piece. So, you know, after 2 weeks, you know, I got like $50 there, I could buy a decent little bag. So after a couple months, it's like, oh shit, I got a little nice couple bags that are coming. And that's the best thing, the ones you forget about. So guys, if you did a hex stake on ETH, you got L Hex now waiting for you. So follow Ben Sierra Pro. I mean, it just launched today. So let's check out Pulse Chain, man. Just bleeding. Bleeding. But we got to hit a bottom at some point. What, anything moving over here? E-Shib. That's funny. P-Lido. Launch a little bit. Thoughts on Trump on Pulse Chain. Chart is really heating up. Where is it? You guys love Trump on Pulse Chain. I mean, I'm not getting any more memes myself personally on Pulse Chain. You know, I got enough right now, and they're just not my thing. I just don't like having to pay attention so much. I'd rather just hold stuff that I know is going to pump, which, yeah, it's going to cost me short term, but you know what? It is what it is. All right, let's see. Trump on Pulse Chain. Trump gold. I don't know what Trump it is, though, bro. Is it Donald? Or is it Trump gold? It needs more liquidity. That's all. That's what I would say. It's hard to shill it when oh yeah, hell yeah, it's pumping hard though. Nice. Hell yeah. See, that's the thing. You know, you got to go through the tough times. You know, when you get a pump up hard, consolidation. Now it's starting to rock up. You know, these little coins like this can really move quick, but with the low liquidity, the whales can't really come in. But yeah, guys, keep it up. Keep promoting it. I mean, if Trump gets arrested like they're saying right now, potentially, Shit's crazy. Is Donald Trump. So is this the wrong one? Yeah, Donald Trump. All right, there we go. Yeah, no, this chart ain't looking good. Unless this is the right, I don't know if it's the right one. Oh, there we go. All right. This is 1 month old. Running up. I mean, yeah, it's definitely 33 cents. Yeah, there's no volume though. No one's buying it. Yeah, you just need some volume. That's all. You know what I would do is I had the right one, the first one. So this isn't the right one. Trump right here. All right. That was the right one. It has 3,000 LP pairs. Yeah, but they're not showing. Oh, whatever. That's all right. That's all right. They'll be on Dex Tools. So guys, follow Crypto Banker for the alpha for Velo, Stronghold, the utility coins. This guy is so freaking good. I told you about Maximus the other day for Jasmy, for the Luxo. But guys, look at Thailand announces plans to join the BRICS. Let's go. You know, Ripple's so big over there. Velo is the Ripple of Asia. And guys, there was some huge news with Velo the last couple days, and how much money is going to be trading on their platform on the institutional side, on Orbit there, on the Veloverse. It's going to be crazy, guys. So follow Crypto Banker. He's got the alpha with Stronghold and Velo. Like, for sure. He was an XRP sub 8 cents. I was too. Around there, around XL with 2 cents. I didn't buy Bitcoin. I got Matic at sub 1 penny. So did Facing Reality in here. And we're crushing it. Eventually sold them all to go into Stronghold. It's going to work out for you, bro. I actually wish I had more Stronghold. But every day I'm buying it right now because I get my 0.25 Relio that I swap for like 55 Stronghold a day. So for like the last 3 weeks or something like that, I got almost 1,000 of them now. So I'm balling now, guys. 1,000 Stronghold. It's worth like $6. Let's go. Balling on a budget. Maddie token launched tonight. Yeah, I ain't touching that shit. Fuck that. How many tokens is he going to launch? He's got his time pays me thing where you can lock stuff up till your next lifetime. Now he's launching another token. I mean, God bless Maddie. He does a lot for the community, but I ain't getting into that. Support this site by turning off your ad blocker. No. But so this is just another catalyst. I didn't realize that even for Bitcoin, a lot of the average people don't have access to it yet. It was only for their real high-end clients with like $10 million or more. And now finally, the average people are not average. I'm going to say their average clients of these RIAs are able to start getting Bitcoin. And I think the same thing even with ETH. It's going to take a little while, even though it's listed. They're not able to buy into it yet. So I think it's going to be a little bit before we see some bigger inflows. But this is just a start. It's just these things move so slow, guys. Everything. And retail's coming back. This is a sign of it. But I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and this kid made a really good point. They were talking about, crypto and retail not being back. And he was like, you know what, bro? I disagree. He said, I think retail's back. Everybody's just broke right now. It's not like 2021 when everyone was getting stimulus money and there were PPP loans and free tendies everywhere. It's just not the same. Everyone's broke right now. So I really do think retail's back. They just don't have money to just splurge around. That's why you're seeing all the money in the DGen plays and splashing around there, because it's kind of like it's urgency. People are trying to force gains. There's not just money. Money's not good, and they can sit back and invest in better projects. So I think this money is all going to roll into the utility plays. I really do. I know the lawsuit is almost done with XRP and Ripple. I think the Coinbase suit, all these suits are going to end up getting dropped, or the SEC is going to be on the losing side of them. So this is good. Retail is on their way back. We got PayPal receives their New York crypto trust charter. Why? Why do they like PayPal so much? Because they are part of the beast. Do you see now how power is in stable coins? And if your stable coin's being used, it can then be interoperable anywhere. So all the banks are going to have deposit tokens. So if you want to go to Berkshire Bank or Trustco or Wells Fargo or Chase, they're all going to have their different deposit tokens that you can use. You could probably swap your stable coins for them, and then you can use it at their bank. So just getting your stable coin out there in circulation, it can be used anywhere for liquidity. And I think this with Micah, there's a certain time, and then I don't know if it's July 1st, August 1st, but if you don't have your stable coin up and running and launched by then, you got to go through a hell of a process. So pretty much in the next 2 months, if you haven't launched, that's going to be it. People are going to be like grandfathered in, and that's it. So there's going to be a huge fight for this. And I think I was wrong about Tether, because the more I think, I think they're going to get sanctioned. People are going to try to come after them. And in the United States, it's a catch-22 because they have the perfect Ponzi going where they can buy up all these treasuries that no one wants. It helps the US. And then at the same time, it keeps the dollar relevant around the world and even more used than the petrodollar. So every time China or Russia or Saudi Arabia go outside the dollar, they can just make sure they flood that territory or ensure that USDC or USDT are used. That way the dollar's still there and everything is good. So I think we're all being played here. You know, Ripple being sued by the SEC is all just a clown show because they are going to be one of the biggest companies in the world. Same thing Elon went through with Tesla. Do you guys remember the shit he went through? I remember reading articles that were like literally saying things. If Elon didn't get the hood down on this car and it didn't go on right and they had to order one more hood, their entire operation would have been under. Tesla is 1 hour away. If they don't shut their lights off by 8:00 p.m., they'll be bankrupt in 3 weeks. Like they were getting funded for everything. And then look where they are now. Amazon, Coinbase, Kraken. Look who they're suing, guys. The behemoths. So they can get a head start on everybody else. I really think that's what it is. It's giving everybody a head start, but we just don't see it. And on this too, like we were supposed to have ISO live already. We were supposed to have FedNow live already. Our wallets, where are they? Everything's being delayed. And right here, last week, Banco Central de Brazil, Ripple partner, formally announced a delay in its DREX CBDC initiative to do some more exploring. They need to test and get public feedback. But what was interesting is this right here. In 2020, the central bank launched the PIX instant payment solution, which had been a resounding success. DREX is not positioned as a pure payment solution. Instead, it's programmable payments for open banking-like functionality. Ultimately, the goal is to enable financial inclusion by making it cheaper to access credit or make investments. AKA, they want instant settlement. And that's why that whole T+1 was put in today. And that's all a joke. T+2, T+1 doesn't matter. You could still go 3 days without settling now. So it cuts it from 4 to 3. That's still a problem. So when there's a collapse or something, a liquidity crisis, they're going to say, oh, we just need that on-demand liquidity. It's right there. If we just had that, if we didn't have that stupid T+1, if we had T+3 seconds like Ripple settles, it's game over. So all these things, guys, they take a lot of time is my point. And if you notice, they're pulling back with the MiCA insanity, and they're all going to end up making legislation that makes sense. You know, this article here with AI, the future is decentralized. Centralization doesn't work on any level, technical, philosophical, ethical, or market, says Alex Go with an H. So there you go, guys. It has to be 100% decentralized. And if these guys try to make woke AI or something else, this technology is going to be open source and people are going to end up doing it better and it will take over. Ultimately, good wins, guys. You can't, the whole system of control, CBDCs, it was all to scare you and usher the CBDC in right under your face right now. Every time you use a stable coin, unless it's DAI, you're using a CBDC. They can track every wallet with USDC and USDT and shut them down at any point. That's a CBDC. They can tell you when you're shopping in the future, we only accept these stable coins. That's a CBDC. It's already here. So Trump banning them and everyone, yeah, no CBDCs. Guys, they're here already. Stop. Just stop. And this was interesting that this block, they're so sneaky here. They're such scumbags. You can tell they're all bought by CoinDesk or Consensus or somebody. Political spending may boost the chances of passing stablecoin legislation. Crypto Super PAC and affiliates have raised more than $100 million for the election. Guys, they don't say in here, though, that Ripple is leading the way at funding this PAC. They are number one. There's 3 companies behind this PAC. Ripple's number one, but they don't even mention it here in this article anywhere. So just the hypocrisy is insane. Oh, here it is. Sorry. More than half the funds come direct from Coinbase and Ripple Labs. Well, that's so deceiving. More than half of the funds come direct from these two. But guess what? A majority are from Ripple. Right there, guys. So even Coinbase, that stock is so undervalued right now still. Like for the long term, like Coinbase is custodying all the ETFs, guys, for like 90% of the companies. They're going to make so much money on fees, and they're going to end up becoming a bank, a custodian, and everything. Ripple's going to become part of the central banking system or the Fed. I don't know how, but it's all happening, all under NDAs, all privately. And you have to do so much research to even dig this stuff up and find breadcrumbs of it. But it's all there if you look and if you follow the right people, like Maximus, like Crypto Banker. He spent his whole life working in the banking system, worked for foreign banks and stuff. Like the dude is so smart. And those are the people that I like to follow and I really respect because they make me smarter just watching them. You know that, Willie. You know, and it's patience too. You know, we've had that stock now. The first purchase was either in late 2020 or early 2021. I can't remember, but it was $28 and it's now almost 3 years. And yeah, you can still sell it on Linqto if you want right now, but you get hit with almost 18% fees plus your capital gains, even though it's long term. I mean, you're paying almost 35%, which is nuts. So, you know, getting wealthy, guys, building wealth, it takes time. Like all these people that just expect to come in and just get rich overnight. That's not how it works in the real world. Yeah, you can get lucky, but why do you want to bank on luck when you know for certain Ripple is going to be one of the biggest companies in the world? And you can buy their stock right now for under $50 a share. It's a no-brainer. But people are, one, they don't have the money because they live above their means and they spend money going out on dinners, on stupid shit. And when it comes down to buying one of the best stocks in the history of the world, before it even hits the public, people make excuses for it. It's nuts, guys. But they'll go on that cruise, you know, or they'll get that top shelf drink or whatever, that always extra. But when it comes to extra on the investment side, there's always excuses. But not here, guys. Another account. If you're not following CDBC, this is one of the better accounts out here, and this is what they're today. The .com bubble. The Dow Jones is now pretty much higher than where we were in 2000. So I don't know how much longer they're going to keep this going, but I feel like they've been saying this forever. This narrative, the economy's going to collapse. It's over. I've been hearing this for 10 years now, and they just keep kicking the can down the road, and it's not going to stop. They figured this shit out. It's going to get rough, whatever. But stable coins, guys, they're taking over. And stable coins are the key to the dollar remaining king. And if the dollar was to fall, the entire world has to literally collapse and break out in wars because all the other currencies are going to be inflating 20 times faster. And what we saw in Lebanon and these other countries where people were going to banks and literally trying to break in to get their money because their wealth was gone overnight, like that just causes riots. So you can't have that, guys. So just be easy on the fear porn out there. I know it's good and it's like it really does work and it's effective, but it's not reality. But this is reality right here. For the first time since the pandemic, more BBB rated borrowers have negative than positive credit outlooks in the US. 5.7% share the lowest quality investment grade bonds are at the risk of being cut to junk bonds, the most since 2021. This portion has doubled in just a few months. Oh, man. Hey, guys, why do you think tomorrow everything changes? Because they start with the stimulus. $2 billion a week getting injected into the treasury markets. Why do you think that is? Because everything is just falling apart. Everything is nonsense. The Fed, their entire message, their narrative, it's all an illusion to make you think inflation's here, to make you think that, the Fed has anything under control. If interest rates worked and cutting and raising actually did anything, yeah, you can actually raise to restrict the economy, but did it really work? Last year, people were going out and buying new houses. The real estate market was nuts because everybody thought they were going to cut rates in 2024. But as soon as we got to the end of the year, the holidays, and people started realizing, oh, shit, maybe a cut not until March or like 4 cuts next year, everything started drying up. And now 6 months, 8 months later, and they're still talking about we might have to raise rates. They were saying that a month ago. So clearly, raising rates did not work to control inflation. So it's all just smoke and mirrors and getting you to think some way. If you think there's inflation, you won't spend your money. If you think there isn't inflation and the economy's good, you'll spend your money. It's crazy how that works psychologically. And the Feds are masters of that. I'm just giving you this nonsense, these words that don't even make sense. Like, what the hell are they talking about with the federal adjusting inflation tendencies? Or I forget the quote, but it didn't exist before August of 2020. They just started using the federal adjusted inflation rate or something. It was made out of thin air. Transitory inflation, disinflation. I've never heard of this shit in my life. So clearly they're out to just this great word show and just complete nonsense, guys. And they've lost control, and all they can do is inject money into the economy. And it starts tomorrow, and that's going to start the bull run. It's going to start alt season, in my opinion. And I could be wrong, but too much is just lining up with Ripple settling in the next month or two. Or no, within the next month at most. I think it's like the 6th of June. We hear something. So I wouldn't be surprised if by June 15th, we're off to the races. And then, guys, this bull run is going to look different. When XRP is leading the charge, not Bitcoin, man, I can't wait. When actual utility starts to drive these markets, it's going to bring back that DeFi narrative again because the institutions are going to be coming back. Institutional DeFi is going to be bringing billions of dollars on chain, real world assets being tokenized on chain. It's going to spark that DeFi 2.0. It's going to get Pulse Chain going. People are going to find out about reflection season, and it's all going to just start spilling around. We're already bridging out with Beardy and Cholo over on Solana and Gophers over there and Launch over on Base. So, guys, it's happening. DeFi is going to be rocking in another month. And this whole meme coin just scams and bullshit. It's done. People are fed up with the meme coins. They're ready for utility, and that money's going to ultimately funnel back. And we've been waiting now for a long time. So we are almost there, guys. I've been saying it for a while, but I really think this week, tomorrow, the money starts being pumped in. And then once that lawsuit settles, there's any rumors of it, Bitcoin's going to start pumping, and then it's game time, guys. So smash that like button. I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. Oi, Kool-Aid. Appreciate you stopping in here. We definitely got to catch up soon. for sure. So smash that like button, guys. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing?